Hi there, welcome to my tutorial on how to lose weight with intermittent fasting. My name is Mahir Dailan and I'm a sports scientist and a certified personal trainer. I've been in the fitness industry about a little over 15 years and I've been helping clients with small weight loss goals as 10 pounds or as big as 80 pounds with intermittent fasting. So today I'll be sharing with you how my methods and how intermittent fasting help my clients lose pounds while eating the things that they like. So I prepared this tutorial for you. Over the next 15 minutes, you'll be learning about what is intermittent fasting, how does it work, why is it so effective, other health benefits, and I also prepare my three-step proven method that you can start applying today to help you start your weight loss journey. So I'll be sharing my screen with you and walk you through the guide that I prepared for you. So let's get to it. All right, so what is intermittent fasting? First of all, intermittent fasting is not a diet. It's just an it is a pattern of eating. It's a way of scheduling your meals so you give your body a chance to use your body fat as an energy source. So intermittent fasting doesn't change what you eat. It just changes when you eat it. And how does it work and why is it so effective? So human body is designed to burn the easiest fuel first, which is glucose. And that is the reason you crave carbs when you're hungry, and your mood spikes up when you eat and it drops down when you're hungry. When you're eating 3 meals a day plus snack and you're not exercising, then every time you eat, you're running on those calories and your body will not see the necessity to touch those fat stores as the body would considers your fat storage as an emergency energy. So what intermittent does, it gives your body the opportunity to use your body fat as an energy source. And this is how it helps with the fat loss. I share here a couple of good tips to know before doing intermittent fasting to help you get in the right mindset. So when you're during your fasting period, fasting times, you can drink water, coffee, and other zero-calorie beverages during the fast, which can help you reduce the feelings of hunger. And as long as you don't use any any sweeteners, sugar, you should be fine drinking all these beverages. It is very important to primarily eat healthy food during your eating window. This method won't work if you eat a lot of junk food or an excessive amount of calories. So as long as you don't compensate by eating much more during the eating periods, all of these intermittent fasting methods should help you with your weight loss. So as we know right now, the benefits, there's a weight loss benefit of intermittent fasting, but there's so much more to this ancient method of fasting, and that helps you with that helped me a lot of my clients to get off their medication, blood pressure medications, diabetic type 2, pre-diabetic. Especially if you're pre-diabetic, please check in with your physician, because this might be the game changer for you. So first, losing weight and keeping it off. This is a great way to lose weight and maintain your weight as well. And I do not have a weight loss goal, but of course, I like to maintain my weight as I hate dieting. So I've been doing intermittent fasting consciously for a little over 10 years, and proudly say that I'm still the same weight for the last 10, 15 years, which is amazing. It simplifies your life. And I also say that quality, it gives you the choice of quality over quantity, right? So how I consider intermittent fasting is helping me in that concept is that when I skip breakfast, I'm not just taking that money and putting into my savings account, right? I'm taking that money, I'm investing it on my lunch and dinner. So in this way, I'm having more quality lunch and dinner. So in this way, my nutrition is still top notch, and I'm not compensating from the quality. Intermittent fasting improves cardiovascular health. So it may reduce your blood sugar, help you with insulin resistance, bad cholesterol, blood fat, inflammation markers, all the risk factors for heart disease, and protects, again, type 2 diabetes. So this 3 over here alone, it's a huge reason to consider this method. Anti-aging and longevity. Who wants to get old anyways, right? So if this is like one more thing that can help us to look younger, definitely worth a try. It may reduce the risk of cancer. Again, all this methods, benefits that I'm listing here, they're all science-based and research-based from studies. So there are many studies that suggest that intermittent fasting may prevent cancer by lowering insulin resistance and levels of inflammation. And number 6, woman's gonna love this. So intermittent fasting may reduce the effects of menopause. Menopause is a fact; it is going to happen. But how do you want to be affected from it? It is in your hand. It is absolutely, completely in your hand, right? You don't have to go through menopause the way your mom went through, because now you can be educated. You can read this, right? I wish my grandma was able. I wish I knew enough that I could help my grandma, but she's already over menopause. So I hope it will help you out. So during this dramatic hormonal imbalance period of life, combining intermittent fasting with exercise can help reduce hot flashes and help balance your hormones, as well as increasing your oxytocin, which is the kind of like happiness hormone, I call it. And lastly, it may improve the brain health. Again, this is based off of research that it shows that intermittent fasting promotes new brain cell growth in the brain, which is amazing. All right. So which method I'll be sharing with you and how to get started, it's all going to be in here. So there are so many ways of doing intermittent fasting, but this 16-8 method is the most researched, is the one that I do, and is the one that my clients did it. So I like to keep things simple, and this is the simplest way of doing intermittent fasting. Cool? So all of them will work if you're consistent and eating mindfully. In this guide, I'll be sharing the most researched and the most popular version called Lean Gains, or 16-8 method. By the way, these numbers are representing your fasting block and eating block. You fast 16 hours, you eat 8 hours. So read carefully through this guide and feel free to experiment with the different approaches and find something that you enjoy and it fits your schedule and lifestyle. This is very important because I want this intermittent fasting is absolutely customizable. For example, eating window is 8 hours, it says over there. You can have it 6, you can have it 8, you can have it maybe even 9, but it might not work. So that's why I want you to say, experiment and see which one is working. 16-8, it works. So here's that. So who is this for? Before we dive into who is not for, I like to stay positive. So intermittent fasting is for women, men and women is over 18 years old, people definitely with weight loss goals, people who doesn't want to diet, people who don't have time to prepare 3 meals a day, people who want to maintain their weight, and also people who want to live a long and healthy life, as well as people who hate dishes. That's me. And who should be careful and who should avoid this? So if you're underweight or have a history of eating disorder, if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, if you're on a serious medication for blood sugar, blood pressure, diabetes, or any major disease, please do not start fasting without the permission of your physician. I have a code. I need to also mention this in here. Get the permission of the reason I'm asking you to take the permission from your physician. Most probably the physician will be like, sure, you should try the intermittent fasting, but there might be some modifications might be required with your medications, or you might require some special vitamins or minerals. That's why it's always good to have your physician's opinion on that. And here I will be explaining how is this method and how does it work, and how can you just start doing it for your own purpose. So the lean gains or 16-8 method, this type of intermittent fasting is or can be done every day, even though it is recommended to apply it 7 days a week. Many people, and I personally, do this method 5 times a week and enjoy the breakfast on the weekends. So here's how to do it. I love it. I love simple stuff. So simply skip breakfast and don't eat anything after dinner. So that's rule number 1. And then decide which 8-hour window works the best for your lifestyle and make that your routine. And then fast 14 to 16 hours after your last meal. Eat all your meals within that 6 to 8-hour window. So it doesn't matter when you start your 8-hour eating window, as long as you fast 14 to 16 hours the next day. And the reason this method is the most popular, it's because the biggest portion of this fasting takes place while you're at sleep. So you're not actually fasting 16 hours. You're sleeping 8, hopefully you're sleeping 8, and then you're fasting 78 hours after that. And here I also prepared a little table for you to make it a little easier to visually. I'm a visual learner, so I like to visualize everything. I like to see it before I read it. So this is it. You fast, you have your first meal around noon, 1 or 12, and then you eat your last meal around 7 to 8 p.m., and then you don't eat anything. Again, you can drink as long as it's not sweetened, but that is your eating window. It just simplifies your life. That's amazing. All right, so this is the most exciting part that I prepared for you guys. And here you go. So here, this is my 3-step formula to weight loss with intermittent fasting. I wanted to keep it as simple as possible for the sake of, so you can follow it easily, right? So this is my blueprint on how to lose a minimum of 1 pound of fat a week the right way. So if your goal is to lose weight, then you can definitely follow the steps and start benefiting from intermittent fasting. And I also share some bonus points with you to boost this process, but we're going to get to that. So step 1, skip breakfast. Easy. Step 2, reduce your carbs, sugar, and alcohol consumption by 50%. So I don't want to give you a number, like to reduce it this many grams and that many grams, because I don't know how many grams you're consuming. But if your current habits ended up costing you weight gain, you can just cut it in half just for the sake of keeping things simple. And then you can even like reduce that later on, but reducing your carb, sugar, and alcohol consumption by 50%. I have not seen this approach harmed anybody so far, so this is amazing. And it's like harm-free. And then lastly, exercise, guys. Like exercising 3 to 4 times a week, minimum of 30 minutes. It has tremendous amount of benefits, right? So intermittent fasting works wonderful together with exercise, and it amplifies your results. And that's why that is my number 3. So here you have it. And the bonus points, okay, so these bonus points are not a must, but it definitely boosts this process. I know, I don't, you know, throughout all these years, nobody came to me and said, let's do this the slow way. I'm fine with it. Nobody says that. It's like, I want to lose weight now, like all of it now. And when oh, of course, like when there's a unhealthy request, I put my feet on the floor and slam the brakes. I'm like, look, I appreciate that you wanna lose weight super quick, but that's not healthy. So I'm sorry, we're not gonna do that. Okay, so these bonus tips over here, they are within that healthy guidelines, I would say. Okay. So healthy snacks. If some of you are into munchies, please, that's fine. Still do your munchies in your eating window, but make sure you substitute your unhealthy snacks to healthy snacks, like celery sticks, dips in hummus, carrot and cucumbers. These are like very low calorie, and hummus is super delicious and super nutritious too. So you can do this kind of substitutes. Meal replacement with a good quality protein shake. This is so important. So if you want to really go hardcore and do a meal replacement for one of your lunch or dinner, please make sure you get your protein from a good, well-known source that is third-party tested. So I don't want to give you a brand over here, but as long as the product is third-party tested, you should be okay. Multivitamin, calcium, zinc, magnesium, apple cider vinegar. So these are all awesome stuff. Why multivitamin? So my theory is behind a multivitamin. Unfortunately, people are not eating very nutritious food nowadays. So pretty much 80-90% of the population is in vitamin deficit in some sort. So when you're skipping on top of that at breakfast, right now, and if you had vitamin deficit, now you create that deficit even more. So and unfortunately, people, they don't understand the importance of these little minerals and vitamins in the body, because it doesn't kick in, right? Like when you have a coffee, you know that you had a coffee. But when you're missing a vitamin C, you don't feel like, I'm missing vitamin C, I think, today. My skin looks weird. I think I need some zinc. It's not like that. This is a compound effect, right? That's why some people look amazing at the age of 70, and some 70 looks 90. This is the long-term effects. So please, supplementing with multivitamin, calcium, zinc, magnesium is beneficial. Apple cider vinegar is it's a perfect tip that I can give it to you in your weight loss goal, in your weight loss journey. So in the morning, in a normal warm water, a little bit of lemon and some apple cider vinegar will help you jumpstart your metabolism, and it will elevate it for you. MCT oil and some other appetite control supplements are okay, as long as, again, they are from a well-known, good sourced brands. So if you do all this and be consistent, I promise you will see results. Okay. And Of course, the results may be different for each individual, as everybody has a different type of body, different metabolic response to fasting and exercise, and mainly this is about everybody has a different commitment levels, right? In fitness and in life in general, you get what you give. Simple as that. You give your best, you get best. And if you're consistent, it will pay off. I promise. This, like, your wealth means nothing without your health. So all these things, I'm giving it to you to help you to enhance your health and overall the quality of your life. So please don't think these are like luxury. I'll do this later. I'll do this when I have a job. I don't know. Just get out of that mindset. Be selfish. Please take care of yourself. All right. So I did this again. I'll go back. Oh. So it is very important to eat unprocessed healthy food during the eating window. I mentioned this before and I'm going to say it again. This won't work if you eat a lot of junk food, a lot of empty calories. Like, slice of pizza has 280 calories, guys. One slice. So if you're killing the entire pizza in one sit, that's your entire day's food. And plus, I'm not about the calories in there. There is no nutrient in the pizza. So you just throw a bunch of sugar in your body and voila. Okay. So here's my contact information for if you have any questions about intermittent fasting or any different methods. If you tried everything, it didn't work, please reach out. I provide one-on-one complimentary wellness consultations for people who reach out to me from this email address. And I just want to help you guys and make sure you start the right way. There is a lot of wrong information out there. People are pushing each other supplements and diets without doing any assessment, without knowing your background. This is very dangerous. So just for the sake of that, if you or someone would like to lose weight and don't know where to start, it's free, right? The worst case scenario, you're going to learn something that you can just go back and apply to your life and become healthy, and I helped you out. So it's a win-win. Please don't be shy. Don't think that you're taking my time or something like that. I want to do this. I want to help you out. I want to help your friends and family out. So if you think you can benefit or you need more information, or simply if you have any question, just shoot me an email, and more than happy to help you out. Lastly, I'll be sharing here some frequently asked questions in case you have a question and I answered it over here. So you can use your question chance for a different question. We already covered that. Can I drink liquid during the fast? Yes, non-caloric drinks like water, green tea are fine. Avoid adding sugars, sweeteners to your coffee. Small amounts of milk or cream may be okay. Personally, I said skip dairy. Do I need to use any supplements? It depends what are your goals and what vitamins or minerals you are missing from your diet. If you ask this to another person, and that person is selling you supplements, it's gonna be like, yeah, you do need supplements. No, you don't need supplements. If you're missing something from your diet, then you need supplements. That's why it's important to check in with a professional to see if you need it or not. If you're deficient in any vitamin or mineral, supplements are beneficial. No brainer. Can I work out while fasting? This is a great question. So yes, the answer is you can, depending on the type of the workout you do though. So using unsweetened BCAAs before a fast workout might help you build muscle because we don't want to lose muscle. And that's going to take me to my next question. Will I lose muscle if I fast? So here's the deal, like almost all weight loss methods can result in muscle loss if you're not consuming your macronutrients properly. And that is why it is very important to participate in a strength training while making sure to consume the right amount of protein. What I mean by strength training doesn't mean you have to do deadlifts, squats, and jumping jacks. There's like so many forms of strength training. Strength training basically making you a little stronger. Simple as that. While you're getting stronger, your metabolic speed will be elevated, and therefore you will be burning more calories. Will fasting slow down my metabolism? So fasts, which are 3 days or longer, will suppress your metabolism. But intermittent fasting won't slow down your metabolism, as the longest intermittent fasting is 24 hours. So studies show that short-term fasts actually boost metabolism. And that's why I can have a cheesecake and a pizza and still look like that. Make some space for it. I intermittent fast 5 days, have 1 day pizza, 1 day cheesecake, maybe, and voila. That's how I modified it for myself, for example. It's a good example. And lastly, isn't the breakfast most important meal of the day? God, okay, so breakfast cereal companies, I think, did a great job on advertising and convincing everyone to buy their artificially sweetened, processed, unhealthy cereals for years. So if you think how many million of people we are in this country and how many days in a year, make the calculation. And 80% of this population eats cereal for breakfast. So that's a good business. Of course, they're going to tell you, yeah, it is the most important meal of the day. You have to have breakfast. Otherwise, blah, 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 blah. No, that is not true. Skipping breakfast is not bad. And as long as rest of your meals are nutrient rich and good quality food, you're all set. So here's my guide for you guys. I hope you found this helpful. And if you think it might help someone else, please forward it to them. And if you find it helpful, you can shoot me an email and say thank you. It'll mean a lot to me because, yeah, thank you.